Greetings, gentlemen and ladies. Today we are looking at another big base beast nature deck. This one has an 89% win ratio, almost 90% win ratio, hanging up there with the big boys. That being said, this one does not have a big boy price. This has a 0.04 Ethereum price by comparison. Sleep Deception, Other War, Other Deception also are all way up there in price. We have a nice war deck also up here, very budget and affordable. But this is a low cost deck that can rank up there with the Mythics. Let's take a look at this and then we'll do some games. Low hanging fruit. This is a cool card because of course you get to deal that one random damage. Can be good for clearing out nice little one damage things, popping bubbles, all sorts of good stuff like that. You also get a 1/1 Vibrant Fruit, which is kind of like your Shield Bearer. You don't get to use it on the same turn, but hey, you get to use it eventually. A couple of Marshwalkers, a couple of Kitty Cats, a couple of Cannon-Brew Barrages for board control. Flame Blade, also awesome board control, also triggering Frenzy. Flame Blade, just fantastic. Finian Fruit Bearer, super powerful card, just no explanation needed. Celestial Stag, just a nice value generating card. Drop that down, get more cards, it's a good thing. A couple of Lightning Strikes for taking care of big creatures, and also just kind of keeping control of the board. We have two Rabid Bears, becomes a very strong and mean bear. If you're frenzied, becomes a 4/4 bear. Two Overgrown Rhinos. Now this makes me sad. This makes me sad that I'm seeing Overgrown Rhinos in all nature decks now. So the Moon Crazed Cyclops, which was nerfed, and now it's just everybody's using Overgrown Rhinos again, which is sad. It was such a, I mean, it was overpowered, but I feel like maybe the nerf was overpowered too, because you just don't see Moon Crazed anymore. You just see Overgrown Rhinos. Anyway, Overgrown Rhino, big old Rhino, 5/5. We have Wildfire also. Nice option to potentially buff some creatures up. We have a Brazen Moose and two Fallen Stars. This is an interesting one, for it also takes out your opponent's biggest, strongest, scariest creature eventually, and also gives you a whole bunch of Badgers. Nice 2/2 Badgers, and also buffs up your creatures also by +1. So yay, all sorts of good things. Two Giant Pangolins, awesome card. Just nothing wrong with this. 6/4 Blitz, Armor 2. Yeah, it's good. One Sudden Bloom, and that is just because Sudden Bloom is ridiculous. Give a random creature 5/5, and if you're frenzied, give it Overkill and Twin Strike, so you can have one creature on the board, throw it into your opponent's face, drop down that Sudden Bloom, then you've got your Twin Strike option with Overkill. So you really only need one creature on the board to get full advantage of this, as long as your opponent doesn't have a front line. We also have the Hunt, Vanguard Axewoman, Iron-Tooth Goblin for taking care of some relic-y issues. The Monosian Infiltrator is becoming an interesting and popular one just because it swaps health and strength around. Rather, it sets the health equal to your character, the enemy's strength. So this is your anti-Pyramid Warden right here. Pyramid Wardens hate this card. Skeleton Heavy, also very just good 2/4 card. I mean, that's good, right? So lots of interesting board control options. This is almost a bit of a control big beast nature. You've got all your control cards in this, but let's jump into some games. Okay, we're going up against Deception. Waiting for the mulligan. Let's see, we got a nice big Moose, Flame Blade, Lightning Strike, Falling Star, oops, the Hunt.
Fingers crossed. Good luck.
Okay. Not my all-time favorite starting hand. Not even close, honestly. But we'll see where we go with this. It's never too bad of a thing when your opponent uses their god power. It is the least mana efficient option. You know, card efficient, but not mana efficient. So I have our big Overgrown Rhino, which can be played next.
My turn.
And that's good.
Awaken.
So I'm kind of thinking we'd eat a lot of damage to take that out with the Fey Flame Blade. And I'm not a huge fan of that, so I think we're just going to drop down the Falling Star at this point. Put a burn on his creature, get some creatures on the board of our own. A Jinxie Duelist. Oh, he's playing all sorts of creatures. Alright, that's fine. Alright, so let's see. Nope, not quite where I wanted that to go. It's a little better. I'm gonna knock out the Beetle with my Fey Flame Blade. Low-hanging fruit to deal with the Jinxie Duelist. And from here, I think what we'll do is... should we run one into the pig? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. Okay. For lack of a better option here. Kind of tempted to run one into the pig. If he goes to the fruit, the pig survives. He'll probably try to take the fruit. Yeah, okay, we'll just leave it as such, because the badger's got a burn on it anyway. Well, not a lot of creatures in hand at the moment, but we do have our little badger friends, and that's always nice. So I think we'll just start using some relic attacks, because we got another one sitting waiting in the hand anyway.
My turn.
Actually a bit of a problem, because we don't have a lot to take down this giant. But at the same time, we don't necessarily need to take it down either. We can drop down a nice big moose.
The more they suffer.
And I guess we'll go with that. Nice big moose. Run the fruit into there. Buff up the moose a bit more. And honestly, I don't love a lot of these options. But I am going to get rid of the Fey Flame Blade, so we have something to play next turn, perhaps. Ooh, all sorts of things coming out. Okay.
Answer the call.
So we got 1, and then we got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Not quite the right math there. Could draw a card. Maybe 2, 6, 7. Still not quite the right math. Knock that down by 2. Overall, I don't love the options here, but we'll do something like this and see where it gets us. And I guess, you know what, we're just gonna go, well, I guess we're gonna go to the giant, because the moose goes where he wants to go. That's where the moose goes. A Rapture Dance for 2 damage. Interesting. Yeah, everything within trade range now. Clear boards on both sides, alright. Oh, not quite clear, but close to clear. I guess we're gonna Fey Flame Blade. And see what I get with a Ambitious Adventurer. See what kind of card we can grab out of that. Well, maybe. If the screen unfreezes here. Ah, no. That's not what I meant to do. Well, that's not what I wanted to do, but a little bit of misclicking will get you where it gets you. Oh yeah. Well, it's a good thing we saved the lightning strike. Even if we didn't, I guess things would have been okay. Alright, Finian down, and now shall I grab that? Force him to use his or maybe, no, I'm just going to grab a ranger first bow here, just to have on hand. Never know when that comes in handy. Hopefully we don't see another rapture dance at this point. Nope, not a rapture dance. The hunt is nice here. The hunt is actually about as perfect as you can get. Nope, I guess that's it. Good game, good game. Okay, here we go, up against war. Let's see how this plays out. The hunt is no good yet. Big ol' moose. A little bit early for a moose. Wildfire. Maybe not in my mulligan. Let's switch out the bear. Maybe pick up a nice marsh walker or something. Or another blackjack. That's okay. Pig hits the table. Alright, so I'll just throw down a jag so that there are no favorable trades on the table without something else coming out of his hand. Bum ba ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum bum. We'll give it some thought here. Alright. Skeletal heavy, yep. I don't know if he meant to do that with his pig or not, but it is done. It is a thing that has been done. I would aim for his god. If I hit it, we get Finian. If not, Fey Flame Blade and take out Skeletal Heavy. But we did indeed hit it, so that works. Probably will trade the Skell Heavy into the Jag. Leaves me a nice option for trading the fruit. Vibrant Fruit into his Skell Heavy. Canopy Barrage is interesting. So I got some good options here. We could Vibrant Fruit out that Skell Heavy. From here we can take out his Blood Boiled Outlaw. From here we can drop a Fey Flame Blade. Knock out the bubble and Canopy Barrage. So all in all, that goes really well. That was quite a effective turn. Okay, one of those, yes. How shall we deal with that? I'm not sure. 1, 2. Now this is problematic because it keeps getting stronger every time it takes a hit and survives. So Fey Flame Blade will get that up big and strong, which we don't really want. Hit it once here, it's just going to cause a lot of damage to take that out, no matter how we slice it. So you know what? We're just going to leave it on the table. That's alright. From here, you know what? Rabid Bear goes down. Let's pip into a Jag. We'll just go nice and wide. Summon up a Vibrant Fruit. I guess I could have probably gone to his face once. Yeah, because I got another Fey Flame Blade in hand. And get a little bit more favor. But I didn't do that. Probably could have. Probably should have. 1 damage to each creature. And it's protected. Oh, that's becoming a big, scary mammoth. There goes Finian. And yeah, okay. So Sudden Bloom is nice. Either trade the kitty into the tamed mammoth and Fey Flame Blade at once. Keep the bear on the table. Or trade the bear. I'm just going to trade... Well, I'm gonna try to trade the bear, I guess I should say. At this point it's gonna cost 6 points of health unless we drop down a Athenian archer. If the kitty goes where I want it to go, which it did, luckily. Athenian archer is very nice. Right now. Alright. That's good. And from here we'll ping his god once because, well, because we can. Alright. So I do find that this deck works really quite well up until you start getting to rating 1400, 1500. Then it starts to get into some trouble. It becomes much harder to take those wins. But in the early Mythic, this deck does seem to work quite well. Let's see. So we'll go. We don't really have anything to play here, so we'll just go ping, ping, ping. And actually, you know what? Now we can grab a bull. So we'll grab a bull, why not? Throw down the bull. Save the Fey Flame Blade, that's fine. Summon up a badger.
My followers bow to none.
Auric Mage. That will give him a decent amount of healing. But at this point, that's kind of moot, kind of irrelevant. Because we're going to trigger Frenzy. Throw down that Sudden Bloom, hope it goes on not a badger. I guess that works. And yeah, punch through the line, do some damage, and he hasn't got enough favor to get any sort of healing or anything like that at the moment, so I'm not going to worry about that too much. It's very difficult, I think, to deal with the board at the moment. At 6 mana, I'm not sure if there's any option he can take. Yeah, probably not. Good game, Tisman. Alright, that's it, you guys. That's the deck. Like I say, a good deck in the early Mythic, Midnight Shadow early Mythic. If you get up higher, 1500 Mythic, you may notice this deck starts to become sort of difficult to win with. That was my experience anyway. But early Mythic, very nice, very good deck. Alright, see you in the next video.